everything. RH is saying, Inshallah. Hope everything is well with you right now. Well, you know, like, what can I say? It's amazing because D travel hitting the lows, TRVL hitting the lows was timed perfectly with a relationship breakup, like a 3-year relationship breakup. Crazy. And I guess what happened was that I wasn't able to control my emotions to prevent the collapse of what I saw D travel at the time from impacting my real life. You know, I was so involved in this, and I was so invested in the success of D travel. And you know, like right now I'm looking at TRVL. I need a win. I want to win. I'm hungry. I'm hungry for this to succeed. I don't see a bad chart. I just see a corrective chart. I've talked about this in my previous streams. Maybe, you know, maybe we can go up to 17 and a half cents. That would be a win, wouldn't it? That would be a massive win if we can do that. We get a really nice wave one pump, and then we're in the bear market, get corrective for whatever the bear market is, and then we can have a really nice wave three like that. That's kind of what I'm imagining. If we can line all the ducks in a row and go bam, although I'm a vegan so I don't kill ducks but slice all the carrots, then I am thinking to myself, it'd be nice if we can get a 5-wave move and hit 17 and a half cents this market. Yeah, this market. And the thing is, right now the market cap of TRVL is $2.5 million. At 17 and a half cents, with enough people exiting at that price, people like myself and other people, then there is no way that we would hit another all-time low. It'd be impossible, because there'd be enough capital in the project to prevent another all-time low, and that's really what we need. And so effectively what happened here, and this is kind of just a little bit of history, yeah, there wasn't enough capital to prevent an all-time low here, or people took their money and they ran. They didn't put it back in, because if the people who sold at the highs, they could have held the price here and we would be here, wouldn't we? They could have just absorbed the buying, the selling, but they weren't interested because the project was boring or it wasn't interesting enough. So if we do manage to change things and get the marketing and everything going, and we do manage to get a push to 17 and a half, that would be nice, because you're taking out all of those highs, you're hitting the golden pocket, and then enough people would exit with enough value, and even D travel would be able to put aside enough value so that 2.5 million floor would be sustained forever, because it'd be so easy to defend a 2.5 million floor if you could exit enough capital at 17.5 cents, and then everything in between would be range, would be a range. This whole thing would be a range, but you'd be looking at higher lows for the duration of the bear market, until you eventually get a breakout to the upside with the next bull market. Yeah. And so actually in some ways you could argue that this is really good that we've come so low, because if we can put in a low now at what is the market cap of D travel now? Let me have a look. Coin Gecko. At the moment it's 2.5, right? But if I look at historic market cap, how low did it get? $2.1. Look, 2.1. 2.1. That's the lowest it's got. 2.1. 2.1 million is so low. Yeah, so low. It's so low. So if you get up to, if you give people a strong exit, then there's no way that we're going to take out those lows, and so you end up with an all-time low that stays, that holds, and in time what you end up with is with a higher time frame range forming, volume putting in the range, higher lows, and then you end up with, in the next bull market, you end up with a breakout to the upside, and then if this is the low, then everything that comes after this is a higher low. And so it really does become your bank account, because your value just keeps on going up over time. It goes up, and with the size of the network growing and everything else that's happening, then it becomes a really nice token to accumulate.